Hey, hey. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Y'all, what's good, Heat family? What's good, what's good, what's good? It's your girl, Kiki Black. And we are right back here on this Wednesday morning with Stretch and Sweat. So excited to be with you all once again. I hope you are ready because we are about to get into it, okay? Again, my name is Kiki Black. I am an internationally certified personal trainer, flexibility coach, and stretch therapist based in the Atlanta area. I also frequently travel all over, but to Houston, Texas is my second home. I'm also the CEO and founder of Yoga Seduction, which is a class that I do right here on the same platform, but also a brand that's dedicated to improving the health of mind, body, and spirit through the act of being confident, with being sexy, feminine, and fit. Okay, if you're not already following me, pull out those phones, those computers right now and go to IG, Facebook, TikTok, and all social media platforms and follow me at KIKIIBLACK. Again, that's KIKIIBLACK. All right. So if you take any videos during the class, any screenshots after on your workout, be sure to tag me on those posts. Okay, I want to see what you guys are doing. I want your feedback. Let me know how you enjoy class today. Let me know if you want to see anything else or if there's something that you would like to work on. Okay, so today's class, of course, we are going to sweat and we are going to stretch, but I want to go through a couple of mobility exercises, stretches / poses with you guys. Okay, so sometimes we'll be in here doing our dance fitness, getting those hips rolling, boop 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 boop. Sometimes we'll be in here focusing more intensely on the stretching, but I want to focus on mobility. Okay, so mobility, when we talk about mobility, it is the ability for you to be able to move your body. You determine your mobility by the way that you can function, how far you can go, how far you can rotate, move comfortably. Okay, now as we get older, that mobility, if we're not intentional about working on it, it will slowly disappear. Okay, sometimes disappears speedy, but you want to make sure that you can do your day-to-day activities. If for some reason you're on the ground and you need to get up and go, mobility kicks in. When people think about flexibility, they think about being able to put your leg up here. I'm sure you guys see all of my crazy flexibility tricks online. Mobility is just as important as having that flexibility and that stretching going on, because you need to be able to stretch your body in order to make real life movement. Okay, in regular life, there's not many times that you'll probably need to just hold your leg up here, right? But let's say for some reason, if you were climbing a fence, you have that flexibility to be able to get that foot up there, but that mobility to be able to get that foot up there to climb up the stair or the fence or wherever you are. Okay, so that's one of the things that we're going to be working on today. Some of the movements may be a little intense. Break them down. Okay, so if there's a whole sequence and you're like, oh, that's a lot, I can't do that, start where you can. All right, so the first one that I want you guys to do today is we're going to start with our feet facing straight forward, parallel, open a little bit far, let's say to the shoulders. All right, and all we're going to do is we're going to take a step starting with our right leg, and we're going to cross behind the left, reaching all the way to the ground. Okay, and bringing it back up. All right, one more time, breaking it down again, taking this right leg, crossing it behind, going into a deep lunge here, kind of a B+ turn. My hips are still facing you, reaching down, touch the floor. Okay, if you are in this position comfortably right now, you will feel a stretch in that glute, that hamstring. Stay away from, if you feel any pressure on your knee, adjust your body here and then bringing it back up. All right, now if you're doing this and you feel like you're like doing a little salsa dance here, that's okay. With time, that mobility will improve. So you can start by just taking that first step up and seeing how far you can reach back without wiggling that foot, okay? So let's try it there. We're going to do, let's say 5 more on this side, and then we're going to go to the other side, all right? Bringing that foot up and cross back, up, step back to straight forward, and up, cross it back, tighten that core, and again, 2 more times, last one, and up, okay? While I'm talking, if you didn't get to complete those 5 yet, that's fine. Keep going, take your time, all right? So right now you may be here. Keep working on it. Think about that reach all the way over, all right? We're going to go to the next side, going to left leg, going towards the right, all right? Bringing the leg up and reaching back. Back up 1 step. Notice that my heel is staying on the floor the entire time. I'm not doing a little Michael Jackson thing here, all right? Bringing it up. And again. Good. If you need to break it down slower, that's fine. Tighten up that core. Reach deeper every time. And back up. Let's do it 3 more times. This is 1, 2, and 3. Back up, all right? We're going to shake it out here, and we're going to go back into that, but the next time we do it, we're going to do it alternating, okay? But before we go there, let's open up these legs here, and this time we're going to open up our legs wider than our shoulders, okay? Going into a natural turnout position here. So don't force it, but don't force it parallel either. Wherever your feet go naturally is where you're going to stand. Now with this, I'm going to bring my hands up around my head. But as I bring my arms up around my head, I'm going to go into a deep squat position, okay? Make sure you're breathing in and exhaling out. Making a little circle moon here at the top. Opening up those hips. Deep breaths each time. Keep going. Heels staying on the floor. Stay where you are. I'm going to slightly turn to the side so you can see the form of my body here, all right? And deep squat here. Opening up those hips. On the next one, we're going to hold it a little bit, okay? Chest is up. And hold. Little pulses here. Boom. 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 Driving it back up. Shake it out. We're going to go back down 1 more time. And pulsing. And back down. Holding it. Boom. 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 Driving through those heels and up. All right, shaking that out. We're about to go back to our first exercise, our first mobility sequence, okay? Grab you some water if you need to. I know you are starting to sweat now, all right? Or glisten, like I like to call it. It's like, I don't sweat, I glisten, all right? So stretch and glisten. Grab your water, 30 seconds. We're right back here, all right? 30 seconds, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Bring it back. 30 seconds. Bring it back. Hey. 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 Bring it back on in. Give yourself a hand clap for what you've done so far. Bringing it back in. Sip that water. Don't gulp it down. All right, sip, 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 sip. Okay, going back into the exercise. I'm going to show you again. So we're going to step, bringing it down. This time we're coming back to parallel, down the other way. All right, the idea is to touch the floor every single time. If you're not there yet, okay. Make sure you're not putting any unnecessary pressure on these knees. If you have any knee injuries, make sure you're wrapping that bad boy up. You have on your brace, or you're adjusting your form to where your pressure isn't going over that knee. It's going directly side and back on that leg, okay? All of those will help. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a total of 5. Now 5 is technically going to be 10 because we're doing it on each side. Breathe in between, all right? Bump up that music, turn up that music if you need to keep that vibe going, to keep that energy, all right? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Back up. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Reach that leg up. 4. Last 1. And that is 5. Shake it out. Shake it out like this. I like to shake it out and dance. Shake it out. Hey, hey, hey. Shake it out. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Going back into the deep squat, taking another deep breath. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth before those legs move. In, bringing it up. Exhale out. One more time, breathing it in. And exhale out. This time we're squatting in that deep squat, breathing it in. And hold. Shift your weight from the left to the right here. Notice that my heels are staying on the ground. Watch those knees here. Some people may feel a little knee tension here. If you feel knee tension, try opening up the base wider and letting those hips go down. You should not be in the air like this, all right? Save that for your own time. Left, right, left, right. Driving through those heels, getting that chest up and standing straight up, okay? Deep breaths, shaking it out, shaking it out, shaking out those legs, okay? All right, so the next one that we're going to do, I want you to think about bringing your heel above your knee, all right? Heel above your knee. I always say it helps when you flex that foot, flexing that foot, bringing it up, okay? So as you can see, if I was to touch, bringing it in, it's above my knee. If you could bring it further up to the hip, that's even better, all right? After you bring it up, you're going to open it to the side and keeping it to that same place, same height, and bring it down, all right? So this one is mobility, and it's going to work that balance as well. It's going to passively work that core because we are tightening up our core in order to help with the balance. Always think about it like you're flexing, okay? If you get free ab work, why not take it? Summer is around the corner, and baby, we want those abs to be popping. We want them abs to be popping, baby. So tighten up that core. So if you hear, do a deep breath in. Yeah, let them lines come through, okay? Tighten it up, all right? Let's go. Bringing that foot all the way up. And open it to the side. And down. It may help if you hold your hands behind you here for balance, but take your time. If you're a beginner and for some reason you're wobbling just a little bit too much, it's okay. Hold on to the wall. Don't grab the wall for life, but just use it for balance here, okay? So, bring that leg up. Boom. To the side and down. Notice that my upper body isn't moving like crazy. I'm not going like this. And again, bringing it up to the side and down. Up to the side and down. Try to keep it on that same height. Up to the side and down. I know right now you're probably like, how are we stretching and doing these mobility work? And I feel like I'm working out because you are. You are. We're sweating and stretching, baby. I got you. All right, flipping to that other side. Same thing. It's normal for one side to be more or less flexible than the other, but you always want to work both, okay? If you see me, all the crazy flexibility poses, you'll notice that a lot of times it's the right leg that's up because I have more flexibility in that leg. Now, certain things, splits, my right splits are easier than the left, but when I do the standing splits, it's easier for me to have my right leg down. That's okay, but you want to make sure you are being intentional about working both, okay? We don't need no lump-sided people walking around here, all right? Coming back here, that was your break. Leg, knee, opening it up, keeping it on that same level, and down. And again, and down. You should feel that working in your glutes too if you're pressing it to the side enough. Notice that my standing leg is straight. All right, and again, bringing it up. 2 more times, tightening up that core. Last time, pressing through that knee. I know it's hard. Keep it straight and down. 1 more time, breathing it in and exhaling out. Breathing it in again and out. This time going into that deep squat as the arms comes over the head and squatting it all the way down, dropping those hips and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 2 again, 2 again, 2 again, and 1. Driving those legs up and shake it out. Doing awesome job. Awesome job. You are sweating and you are stretching. I got you. I told you I got you. Okay. The next one that we're going to do is pretty simple, but be careful with this one because I don't want you guys to get dizzy or lightheaded. If you find that you are becoming a little lightheaded, just take a pause, or if you need to sit this one out, you can. Okay. Now, don't just sit it out just because. You want to make sure that you're working through your exercises and getting through them effectively and efficiently, okay? We don't want to just find ways to get out of stuff. But if you're noticing that you're a little lightheaded and you need to take a second, all right? Arm straight out to the side. We're going to take our right arm, reaching it towards our left foot, pressing through those knees, and those knees stay straight the entire time. Right arm goes, reaches towards the left, pressing through, stretching out those hamstrings, and bringing it up to center. Left arm goes to the right leg, and up to center. And up to center. And up to center. And going down. Bring it up. Going down. Bring it up. Going down. Bring it up. Going down. 2 more times on each side. If you need to go slower, that's fine. Make sure you're breathing. Last time each side. And up, shaking it out. So you should have felt that, stretching out those hamstrings, as well as getting a nice twist in your upper body. Remember, I told you about passively working those abs. Always engage that core so that you can be working them simultaneously, okay? All right, we have a couple more before we're out of here. The next one, we're opening up our base, again, wider than our shoulders. We are reaching down towards our ankles here. If you can't touch your ankles yet, that's okay. We're still working, all right? So even if it's here, that's fine. Even if it's here, that's fine. But make sure that your hands are not on your knees. You do not want to put any unnecessary pressure on your knees, especially if you already have knee issues, okay? So above the knee, under the knee, or the ankle. Keep that back nice and straight. Try to avoid doing that little curve thing unless you were trying to do a cat-cow, in which case you can curve it here intentionally for a nice back stretch. You can also wiggle those hips and then pressing it out, pressing those chests all the way towards the floor. In this position, it stretches your hamstrings as well, but also opening up that rib cage and that chest. So let's do a couple of those just to say that we did here. Pressing it out. Back to cat, cow, cat, and cow. All right, so do a slight bend, slowly bring it up. Before we go into our next exercise, I want to make sure you get that blood flowing out of your head. Again, we do not need anybody passing out. I am CPR and first aid certified, but there is nothing that I can do through your mobile device, your computer. All right, so make sure you are taking care of you. Listen to your body. Do not try to find ways to get out of stuff or to cop out, but make sure you are listening to what your body is telling you. Are you feeling discomfort because you are getting it in and you're working? Or are you feeling discomfort because you need to make an adjustment with your body, correcting your form? Or are you feeling something because there's a dangerous area, you may be about to injure something? Start to learn to listen to your body, pay attention, and be able to discern exactly what it's telling you. Okay, so like I said, back opening up those legs, reaching towards those ankles, and here we are going to drop those hips all the way down. Now notice when I drop my hips, my head comes up, so I'm not still down like this. Bring that head up, and that will help you to keep that blood from rushing to the head too much. Slowly pressing through those knees, dropping that head again, stretching out those hamstrings, and working the hamstrings simultaneously, those quads and everything else. All right, pressing it up again, drive through those heels and dropping it down, and again dropping it down. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep those hips open. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up through those knees, slightly bend, just with a slight bend, and slowly rolling up. Okay, our last one, we are going to come to the floor. All right, now I never really pay attention to it, but notice how quickly I got down on the floor. That should be a goal of yours, seeing how quickly you can sit down and stand back up. Sit down and stand back up. Especially if you have younger kids, family members. God forbid something were to happen, you need to be able to get up and move or get back down if you need to. If there's an emergency situation, you can't be like, woo, well, let me. It's just, that's not good. Okay. To taking those heels, bringing those heels close to your body, feet together here, in through that nose, and exhale. As you exhale, release all of the tension from your body. Allow your body to do a forward fold down towards the ground. Don't look at me right now, just listen. Let that head work as a weight to open up those hips. Okay, one last hip opener before we finish. And you can kind of rock from side to side here. Walking those hands, both hands come to the left side. All right, you should feel a nice stretch in that lower back on the right side. Okay, so over here, the opposite side from where our hands are going, you should feel that stretch there. Again, make sure both butt cheeks are touching the ground here. Walking back through center here, staying low and pulling it on that side. Back to center, holding down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking those hands all the way up. Now from here, we're going to open up those legs to the side, do a little scoot forward here, and we're going to walk all the way down and walk all the way back up. Okay, so this is another mobility stretch. All right, so normally people just come here and do a little. I need you guys to walk, push yourself, try to keep these legs open and keep them from sickling in. I always tell people to flex their feet and point them behind them to keep those toes from rotating inward. Okay, we do not want to have any supination of the foot. All right, nor pronation, but supination seems to be a little bit more common. Okay, so walking those hands out. Deep breaths as you're coming down, pressing through those legs. Try to keep those legs straight. Do not let them bend. Walking all the way down and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and walking it back up. One step at a time. One more time, walking it back down. And back up. Back down. And back up. And back down. Let's do one last hold. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. Bringing those legs in. Okay, and you can come back to sitting here, or you can stand up wherever you feel comfortable. All right, family, thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today for Sweat and Stretch. I know that you guys have had a phenomenal stretch and an awesome sweat, and guess what? You get to see me again tomorrow, right back here at 7:30 p.m. Yoga Seduction. Same awesome stretching, mobility with a splash of dance. Pouring all the vibes, okay? Slow, sensual, sexy, all right? Last week we worked on sensuality and how to do certain movements by keeping them soft, keeping them sexy, all right? But we're going to go deeper into that, working on those bodies, embracing and bringing out that slow, sexy vibes, that femininity, that masculinity for the guys, you know, how to move with your lady, you know? All right, so don't miss it tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Set your alarms, put it on your calendar, and I'll meet you right back here. All right, peace out. Bye-bye.